Before this devlog starts, I want to change how I deal with devlogs. I've been watching other people's devlogs and saw that their explanations onto how they actually have made the stuff they did were the reason as to why I watched all of it. So from here on out, I will try to make a devlog every 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey, I could not have chosen a worse time to do this. Before this devlog starts, I just want to go over the small stuff concerning these devlogs. Skip to around this time if you don't want to hear it. I'm sure you all know about the current pandemic. People are being quarantined, schools are switching to online, etc, etc. I'm sure you've heard all about this before, so I won't go on long about it. Just like all the others, my community college went online. I guess I am a bit luckier though, since one of my classes is already online. I've been adjusting to the transition though, so my routine should become more normalized quickly. So please stay safe and wash your hands. On the topic of these devlogs, when it comes to background music, I like to have a rough theme for each devlog. Number 0 was a fun recap, number 1 was a content reveal, number 2 was a calm but fun explanation, and number 3 was a relaxed rundown. In number 0 and number 1, I tried using my own music. I'm not going to do that anymore since I'm doing the coding, art, and bug killing for the game. Let's start this devlog now, shall we? I reduced the space between the combat layers since they are too far apart. I might change it back in the future since I am unsure if I should go for a TTYD layout or a Mario and Luigi layout. I made it so the battle projectiles are not spaghetti. I did this by rewriting the whole thing. I went from being this big to this big, which is much nicer. Now the enemy's turn ends when the projectile hits. If it misses, it'll collide with the ground that's off camera. Now, did I make it so that something happens when you counterattack? Did I add stats like health and whatever the mana of this game is going to be? Was I not an April Fool on April Fool's Day? Nope. While I will never not be the April Fool, I have a reason for not completely finishing the battle stuff. Remember that bug from the intro? Well, that bug had some friends, which made my movement wonky. When I updated the engine to 3.2, it changed something in the code which made it do this. So what did I do in response to this?
Well, I just rewrote it like any other person would.
I have a good reason for this though. I wanted to do some animations for the player. Look at them, they look great compared to the old ones.
But why not just fix your old code and integrate the animations later?
Well, you see, when I wrote that code, I wasn't taking into account the eventual animations. And since I wanted the animations to look smooth, that is no good. So I rewrote it. It was fun though since I felt like it was less messier. Heck, I made it so I could handle transition animations in the future.
Disclaimer, this has not been tested.
Now that I rewrote and relearned the code, I can show you how it's done. To make a character move left and right, I stored a horizontal input direction into a variable, and it can move whenever one of the keys are pressed. You could just set a constant X velocity to move the character, but then you don't get the little slides. We don't want that, because you can't do that in real life. If we could, then we wouldn't have things like this. Now would we? So I instead added a certain amount of speed to move him, so we can get that sliding effect. For jumping, I just set the velocity to the character's jump power. But oh no! What's this? He just flies off into the endless void of nothingness. So we make him an apple and give him gravity. For our character here, he gets some additional gravity. Why? Because Mario doesn't jump in a perfect arc. No one likes walking in video games unless they want some background footage. So we make our character run. Just detect if the player is holding down the run button and change the speed variables. And bam! He goes faster now. Fun fact, my character is just over 2 tiles tall, which means he cannot go through this corridor. That's frustrating, so we make him crouch. Hold down the down button and he'll crouch. Thing is, he can't move while crouching, so we make it so he can. Just do the same thing he did for walking, and apply the crouching stuff. What if you want to be stylish though? Then run and slide down the corridor like you do when you're home alone. You know what I mean, you've done it before. Sliding like this is kind of like crouching. So to take the crouch detection, put it on run, and make it so you slide. We aren't on ice though, so increase our friction and slow him down.
What if you want to slide vertically? Well, vertical is now the new horizontal. Just detect if you are next to a wall and reduce your gravity when you fall. Let's make it so you can jump from the wall too. Grab your jump code and set your X velocity in the opposite direction of the wall. Now you can jump from wall to wall. That's all he did between the last devlog and now. Actually, it would be between then and the beginning of April. It took him a whole month to make this devlog, didn't it? Summer is coming up for him though, so it should not take as long next time. Oh, you must be wondering where he is. He's sleeping in his bed now. Guy needs to sleep for some reason. Thank you for watching his devlog, he appreciates it. Things have been a bit rough for him due to school and the whole pandemic messing up his schedule. But I believe that he will get better soon. Subscribe if you haven't and ring the bell so you are notified whenever a blue moon comes. He will see you in the next one and I will probably be there too. Take care.